Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Chrono Cross walkthrough. We are going to take down, is this Luxator? I think Luxator and Aquator for this video. So, yeah, I hope you're super ready for that. They're pretty straightforward, to be honest. Luxator here is going to be first up. And it's a white element, so if you've got the white plate, I would suggest equipping that on somebody. Probably in this case not Surge. Obviously he's already, he's white innate already, so it's not like he's going to be taking a whole lot of damage in comparison to some of your other characters. So I would say that one of the other ones would be a better choice, especially if you've got a black innate character that you've been lugging around with you. And as always, I'm going to steal from this guy. I had to make a little cut there. I think my initial attempt at defeating him, I wasn't paying attention when I stole from him, and I wanted to make sure that I got the white brooch. As opposed to, I think you can rarely steal the angel charm from him, which is inferior. So I wanted to make sure that I got that white brooch. And like I said, I think I looked away for a second when I actually stole from him. So then I wasn't able to verify what I had got from him. So anyways, wow, he's really... That was a lot of damage right there. Wow. Huh. As far as trapping elements from him, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to bother or not. I guess we'll find out. Ooh, well, speaking of which, there it is. Getting the trap out there right away. We'll see if the battle ends up being long enough to make that worthwhile, but usually not a bad idea to be prepared, that's for sure, especially if you know that an enemy is going to cast something. Generally, there's some exceptions, or there's some things that can make certain bosses a little bit more difficult to predict as far as their actions. But for the most part, the battles are, or the enemies use patterns, attack patterns, so it's easy to predict when they're going to use different things. Now here, obviously, he casts Magnify, and this Omega White is going to wreck. So we'll see. Hopefully I've got the white plate on Fargo here. If not, he's probably going to get one shot. That's my guess anyway. I believe... Yep, there you go. I believe Luxator always casts Omega White right after Magnify. So that's kind of what you're going to be facing. And here, I'm not really sure why, but I didn't use a full revive instead of just regular revive. So I'm not really sure why I just used, the basic revive. That didn't seem like it made much sense, but oh well. And there, obviously, he was getting low on health, so he used Holy Healing. And here I've got Diminish going. So, obviously, with my characters using mostly physical attacks, I'm not too concerned about the fact that Magnify is going to reduce my damage. Because, again, I really don't use a whole lot of attack elements anyway. So, it's really, really going to hurt him more than it's going to hurt me. Okay, let's get Fargo a little more healthy here before we continue on. Alright, so let's see what Diminish does for Meteor Shower. Unfortunately, I didn't have... I'm not sure how much this would have done without it, but... I think, yeah, Magnify is, I'm fairly certain, still active, so that would have done, or it should have done quite a bit more damage if I wouldn't have used Diminish first. But, alright, so, yeah, I forgot I already used Pillage, so we're good there. Got the white brooch. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Got that checked off. But here, a pretty similar battle to really the rest of mine, to be honest, in almost this entire walkthrough. You know, they really just consist of, or my strategy anyway, for this game was, you know, buff up Surge with the other two characters, Glenn and Fargo. Use, you know, Eagle Eye. Eagle Eye is probably my most used element, I would say. And then on top of that, you know, Strengthen if you're able, goes a long way as well. So that was my plan of action, I guess. And I feel like it worked out really well throughout the entire game. I would say more so towards the end. I feel like, I think at the beginning of the game, elements play a little more role in battles. Short of, oh, I shouldn't say that. I use a few attack elements here and there. I would say, though, mostly at the very beginning of the game. And then as the game progresses, I tend to use less and less attack elements and rely more on physical attacks. Okay, so Glenn must have the white plate on. And there's Holy Light. So, I'm not sure at what point in the attack pattern there that was used, but looks like I might try trapping an Ultra Nova as well. And I think that's kind of the real prize here. I think Holy Lights are, I wouldn't say easy to come by, but easier than Ultra Nova. There it is, though. Alright, so basically what it looks like to me anyway, he uses Holy Light and then Ultra Nova immediately after. So if you get a trap up early for Holy Light, you know, then you can build up your elements with whatever the character you've got the Ultra Nova trap on, and then you know, as soon as he gets that Holy Light, or as soon as you get Holy Light trapped, then you just lay the trap for Ultra Nova, and bing bang boom. That's two fairly decent elements obtained right in a row. So this looks like that's it. Yep. So that is Luxator for you. I would say not an overly difficult fight, although definitely took a bit longer than Gravitor from the last video, but that was, you know, obviously mostly because Surge just does so much damage. And there, wow, I actually got a Ultra Nova as a reward, a battle reward as well. I think that's always the case. I think that'll always drop. So that's kind of like your, I don't know if I'd say consolation prize instead of getting, you know, what would have been a white field. And again, I'm not 100% sure why they didn't include that as one of the obtainable elements. So there's no white field and no black field in the entire game, which again, a little odd. I would say maybe though that was to offset the fact that Saints is so powerful. That would be my guess. And I'm not sure how powerful Grim Reaper is or not. You know, I don't know if it's better in any way, but I mean, the fact that Saints does a ton of damage to enemies as well as heals your characters for 999, that's huge. I mean, I don't know if you can really argue that that's not ridiculous, but that may be why there's no white field in the game. Now, again, I don't know if that really applies to the black element and why there isn't a black field, but there might be more to that than I guess I know. Anyways, Aquator here is next up. Now, I've read some conflicting information on Aquator here, and my impression is that it does not have a blue brooch. In all the times I've ever fought him, I've never been able to steal a blue brooch from him. Or her. I don't know what this actually is. But I think that also, or part of the reasoning behind that is because of the whole Sapphire brooch thing, and I mentioned this in one of the previous videos as well. The Sapphire brooch that you recruit Orla with actually transforms into the blue brooch if you speak to Doc. And that's what gets you Orla's level 7 tech called Sisterhoods, And here, I just actually want to point one thing out. Whoever he casts Numble on, or she, whatever this is, that is the character that that this boss is going to attack. And I think it's 6 physical attacks in a row. So if that helps you out, you know, if you've got like a yellow character with physical negate, you could, you know, build up to that element and then cast physical negate on whoever this thing casts Numble on, and that will completely negate the damage that it's going to deal. Now, to be honest, it's not that big of a deal. I used Weaken here to weaken him or her a little bit. Now there, she got, looked like it got a crit on me at the very end there, which I don't know if Surge would have survived that or not had I not used Weaken. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure how much Weaken really helps, but I figured why not. But anyways, okay, so it looks like we're going to try to capture Iceberg here. And I don't know if did I miss it, or I think I just waited a while to try to get a steal. And it looks like my attack percentage is, or I kept missing. So that was a kind of an issue. So here, as you can see, this enemy will freeze your characters, and that can be a bit of a problem. Usually it doesn't end up being too difficult, but it can happen, and like I say, it can be a little bit annoying. So you know, Purify can help. Now I don't know if I actually use my Purify element here or not. I'm gonna guess not. I think I was. Yeah, here I kept trying to get to. Kept trying to get a steal in here, but I was just not able to. So there it used Deluge now. So this was actually a kind of a bit of a tactical mistake on my part. I should have trapped or set a Deluge trap first, you know, and then just prevented all that damage, and then, you know, obviously get the element too. That's always a nice little bonus of trapping. But then would have been a better time to trap Iceberg after the Deluge, which I think should be coming up here. I believe I have footage of capturing that. Which again, nice thing about that obviously is that not only does it prevent all the damage, but it gives you a nice little element to, or as a bonus. I think it's coming up though. I think Iceberg happens after Bluefield. I guess we'll see here. But if my memory is not playing tricks with me, I think that's how this battle plays out. And here I'm getting it really low. There. Oh no, this is Ice Blast. That's not what we're looking for here. Oh, a double Ice Blast. Well, luckily it was on Glenn twice. Let's probably heal him. Oh, nope, I forgot. Yeah, I didn't steal yet. So here, like I said, I have never got a blue brooch from him or her, whatever this is. I'm fairly certain that is not actually an eligible steal. I don't think that it will ever actually have that. So I guess. Yeah, I guess take that for what it's worth. I've literally never got the blue brooch from it. But anyways, captured the Iceberg element there right at the end, and then finished it off. So that is the last of the elemental bosses in the Terror Tower here. We do have one last boss coming up, and I will get to that in the next video. But anyways, I hope this guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more. Alright, thanks for watching.